2018 3A State Championship Football Press Conference. Represented here today are the lower state champions, Dillon High School. They are coached by Jackie Hayes, who also serves as the athletic director, principal Timothy Gibbs. They have a record of 12-0. Representing the upper state is Chester High School. Their coach is Victor Floyd. Their principal is Dwayne Graham. Their athletic director is Ricky Campbell. They have a record of 14-0. Coach Floyd, I'm going to ask you first to introduce the young men you have here this morning.
All right, starting at the far end, we have Keith Boyd, who's our starting right guard. Beside him, we have Philippe Brown, who's our starting running back, along with starting free safety. And beside me, we have Wyatt Tunong, who's our starting offensive lineman, any spot on the O-line, and situational defensive line.
Very good. Coach Hayes, who are the young men you have here this morning?
So we're right here at Roger McCrimmon, a.k.a. Troy, and Shakai Jensen.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll open the floor to the media for questions. Again, we remind our coaches and players speak loudly and clearly. This is being broadcast on Facebook Live.
Coach Hayes, you're here for your defense, which I nicknamed the Nasty Cats in 1989 when I saw you play back in the old days. You've allowed one rushing touchdown all season. Chester is a powerful rushing team. Is that a favorable matchup for your defense Saturday?
Well, I don't know about being a favorable matchup. We got a tall task ahead of us, but we played outstanding defense all year, and that was evident on Friday night, and they really rose to the occasion against a real good weight-handed football team, and we'll have to do that again on Saturday to have an opportunity to win.
Coach Floyd, this is the fourth year of your second tenure at Chester High School, and when you first came back, you told these guys, they're all seniors?
We'll see.
You told those three guys and their fellow seniors, if they stuck with you, that special things would happen, good things would happen, and obviously they have. You're playing for a 3A state championship. What did you see in this group of players that made you think this was possible?
Well, as freshmen, they kind of got thrown into the fire. Numbers went down, a lot of kids quit because I'm pretty demanding when I ask of them on a regular basis. And the numbers dwindled down to probably 10 of these 11 freshmen stuck it out. And now we have 11 seniors. And all those guys, I told them, you'll persevere through hard times now. Take the lumps, get punched in the chin. We'll grow up, we'll get better. I promise you, we'll have success. And they were gutsy enough to do it.
It's already alluded to that Chester is a smash mouth power running team. Is that something that you guys relish, is the physical part of the game?
Yes, sir. That is what we do. We're physical up front, and then we're taught to be that way by Coach Floyd, Coach Dawson. I feel like the offensive line represents Coach Floyd very well and a very dominant up front group.
And Coach Floyd, part of the reason that you said early in the season you were comfortable going with a freshman quarterback in Zan Dunham was these guys, correct? That you felt like that would be a good kind of support system for him?
Perfect timing. I thought those guys could bail him out and keep him from making a lot of mistakes. And they've done a tremendous job with that.
This question for your 7th consecutive state championship, does it ever get to feel like an old hat? I mean, every year Dillon's there, we're talking about Dillon every year, or is it, you just relish the moment?
We have the same expectations, just go there and come out and do it.
How special is it to know how hard your players worked to again return to the state final?
Well, like I believe I said on Friday, nobody really understands how hard it is to get back to this game, and to be able to do it 7 times in a row is really amazing. We got a great support staff, got a great principal back there, superintendent and board that try to put all the tools in the toolbox to help us be successful. But sometimes we get spoiled in life. I think some of our fans are spoiled, and sometimes they have unrealistic expectations. But this has been a special group here. They've worked extremely hard, and we got to say we want to play in that last game. Just give us an opportunity to play in that last game, and we'll see how that turns out. But we got great coaches, and our work ethic is just unbelievable. Our off-season program Everybody says, well, Dillon has all these athletes. These guys right here tell you, 2 years ago, they probably never imagined they'd be sitting here because, they were just, regular average Joe players, but they really excelled, through our program to be outstanding football.
In '07, we allowed the moment to be too big for us. We allowed it to overwhelm us a little bit. We talked too much about getting there as opposed to actually winning the state championship. And I thought it might have backfired throughout that week. I thought our kids might have got complacent with all the community pats on the back. So, we've approached it a little different this time.
What was your thinking behind bringing like 10, 11 guys down here?
Seniors,
Yeah.
those are the guys who stuck it out. They've been in the program for 4 years. They went through the ups and downs, the peaks and the valleys.
They earned it.
Yeah.
For any of the players, you guys have, and the coaching staff have taken Chester to a place it's never been before. Chester, in 100 years of playing football, has never been 14-0. You guys beat Fairfield for the first time in 9 years, beat Rock Hill for the first time in 27 years, I think. Well, I mean, what is it like, and what do you guys see in each other that's kind of allowed y'all to build something as special as you have?
It's the chemistry we have together. I mean, we all love each other, and we're not afraid to get on each other when we're doing bad, and we're not afraid to congratulate each other when we're doing great.
We've been through a lot of stuff together, so when we face hard time, just be closer and get us over the hard time.
Like they said, it's just the trust and the camaraderie that we have with each other. That's all it is.
Tell us about the role of your quarterback in this game Saturday and what his role is going to be.
Well, pretty much what it's been the whole season. We expect him to take care of the football, make good decisions, and just be able to handle the moment. That's what I back up to the Rock Hill game. Everybody was talking about, well, there's no way they can run the ball at Rock Hill. They got to throw. They got to throw it. And he went 15 for 19 when we had to have it. He hit a touchdown when we had to have it on a deep post. So I mean, he's been able to rise to the occasion in every tough situation. We're just hoping he can do it again.
Coach Hayes, how much stock do you actually put into championship experience? Are you telling your team before the game, this is one game and separate from the other appearances that we've made, or do you rely on the experiences that you've had being in games like this?
Well, I think experience plays a big part. We've been very fortunate. These guys hadn't ever experienced anything but going to the state championship game. And, we just take it, game by game and prepare the same way, whether it be a regular season game, playoff game, or a state championship game.
Coach Floyd, your defense, and having talked to them, they take it a little bit personal when people say they're undersized, they're too small, and all that kind of stuff. But week after week, they make big plays that change games. They force turnovers. Despite being outsized against everybody they've played, they're terrific against the run. What makes that unit so good?
Well, the good part about high school football, we don't necessarily have to clock them in the 40 and jump them in the vertical jump and determine whether we'll take them. But you got to take them walks in the door, and you can't measure heart. I hadn't seen a test they came up with to measure that, and I think that's pretty much the mindset of the way our guys play. They just play with a big heart. I mean, we're not the most talented bunch or any of that. We don't have any SEC guys or any of that stuff. But they just roll up their sleeves and they go to work, and they're not going to back down. That's the biggest thing.
Coach Hayes, you guys got hit hard by the hurricane. You were out of action for about 3 weeks. How do you adjust your team and keep them focused in those circumstances?
Well, we had that same problem in 2016. So, our kids, we got good team chemistry. It's just like kids from Chester said, our kids care about each other, and they work real well together. Now, they do get on my nerves a lot because they clown around a lot, but they just say that's because I'm getting old and ornery. But, when you have the devastation that our community had, our guys rallied around each other, and not only for themselves, but other people in our community. We have a lot to be proud about.
Coach Hayes, what does Chester do that does very well that concerns you as a coach?
Well, I mean, they do a lot of things that concern us. I mean, they run the ball well, got a big physical quarterback, big offensive line. They're a very good defensive football team. They run to the ball real well. A lot of teams that we've played in the past, their front might be good, but the back end might be a little weak. But I think they got both the ingredients. That's why they're playing in the state championship game.
Same question to you, Coach Floyd. What does Dillon do well that concerns you as a coach?
Extremely fast and physical on defense. All 11 hats to the ball. Guys are in the right spots. You run different plays and they're setting there. They don't get fooled. They've been coached up real well. Offensively, real good quarterback, real good athlete. Probably the best receiver we've seen this year, number 9. Got another one, number 1, that can go, and a couple of running backs that are downhill physical guys. So, I mean, they're talented on both sides, and you can see why they played in 7 in a row.
One more for Coach Floyd. Just based on the last 2 times that Chester made it to state, 07 and 08, is Columbia ready for what's about to hit it?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
In terms of the fans.
Oh, I know. That's what I said. I'm not sure, because our fans, rain, sleet, or snow, they may start tailgating at 8 o'clock. So I don't know if they're ready for that.